So in this tweet, Andrew Gower says that one of the first big updates to the game is going to be player-to-player trading. And after that, we have episode 5 to look forward to, and the skills in episode 5 will directly interact with both the merchant skill and the leatherworking skill. And if you get high levels in these two skills before the content comes out, you'll have a significant advantage when the episode drops. Yesterday, I achieved level 100 merchant. I don't know if I was the world first, probably not, but maybe. I haven't seen anyone else with it. As you can see, I made a good amount of gold getting merchant level 100. And in the process of that, I now have big discounts on these hides that I'm going to be making even more money from. And the gold that I made during this will be very useful for when the player-to-player trading comes out. I don't know if the merchant skill will affect these player markets or not, but I hope they do personally because I have a higher merchant skill. And what these markets remind me of is in old MMOs, some of the games used to have these systems, such as Conquer Online, where you would have a dedicated character sit at a stall, and for whatever price you set, they would sell the item for you and repeat a message. Think of like old RuneScape where outside the Varrock Bank you'd have people spamming before the GE, but instead of manually spamming and trading, your character automatically did it for you and you would have a dedicated ult that you would always just sit at the market. And since this game seems to revolve around you making 3 characters, 1 for each faction, I'm hoping that they will have you sit one of your characters down at the stall similar to those old MMOs. Unless they just add some NPC that you hire that does it for you and maybe that interacts with your merchant skill. Merchant also gives you these tiles and brick unlocks that don't seem to really do anything yet, but in the next episode, apparently they're going to interact with the armorer skill, or the build, or some building skill maybe. Other than merchant and leatherworking, I believe the next skills you should focus on before the next update, which should be whatever weapon making skill for your faction, either blacksmithing, stonemason, or bonewright. And if you don't know, you can attune any untuned gear to any episode obelisk. So if you get an untuned like helmet or something in episode 4, you can take that helmet and go back to like episode 2 and attune the helmet to that episode. I haven't done this quest yet personally, but apparently doing the quest Lost and Found will let you combine lower rarity weapons into make an orange weapon, which will be very, very good. Especially pairing that with the next episode is going to have an armor skill, so being able to make your own weapons and armor for any episode will be very, very useful. Other than that, having 32 Carpenter and getting your rifts unlocked for mobile storage anywhere on the map for every episode, I have a video on that if you want to watch that next. Also, leveling alchemy would be pretty useful because these later potions seem very, very potent.